Mr. Lewandowski, I'm going to put a slide up, and it's the words that President Trump dictated to you on July 19. Can you read what you wrote down?
I'm happy to have you read it, Congressman.
Well, why don't you want to read it, Mr. Lewandowski?
I think you should afford me the same privilege you afforded Director Mueller.
Would you like to read it?
No, you're welcome to read it.
Are you ashamed of the words that you wrote down?
President Swalwell, I'm very happy of what I've written, but you're welcome to read it if you'd like.
Are you ashamed to read it out loud?
I'm not ashamed of anything in my life, Congressman, are you?
Then why not?
No, President Swalwell, I'm not ashamed of anything I did. Are you? That was just one of several comedy highlights from the clown show yesterday, which it came about because the Mueller report completely collapsed on the Democrats and destroyed pretty much any hope for impeachment that they have. So what are they going to do? Well, the liberals desperately need impeachment, so what they're doing now is going through the motions of what I would call a quasi-impeachment hearings, which is done for strictly political reasons, just to say they went through the motions. But you know what? Ridiculous as the clown show was, it did provide some great comedy highlights in a way that Corey Lewandowski answered the questions yesterday. You just saw one of them. So let's take a look at some more.
You said the president did nothing wrong. Why can't you read those words right now? Why can't you read them aloud?
Congressman, tell me why you hold me to a different standard than the previous witnesses who sat here.
And now let's look at Lewandowski's funny response to Hakeem Jeffries' attempted smear of him.
Let me ask the question another way. Are you the hit man, the bag man, the lookout, or all of the above?
I think I'm the good-looking man, actually.
Okay.
Finally, with Jeffries, we have an attempt by him to rewrite history as if somehow Trump-Russia collusion was proven. Mr. Jeffries, hate to break it to you, but it's not in the Mueller report.
To tell the truth, you are here to participate in a continuing cover-up. Russia interfered with this election in sweeping and systematic fashion. The Trump campaign welcomed that assistance at the highest level. There were subsequent acts of obstruction of justice with respect to the investigation.
Chairman.
The American people deserve to know the truth.
Mr. Chairman, gentleman yields.
Of course, if Sheila Jackson Lee is involved in the questioning, you just know there's going to be some great comedy there, and she does not disappoint.
Disclose the substance of any conversations with the president.
You are not
or his
allowed
advisors.
to answer whether the president told you he called his counsel at home on Saturday to remove the special counsel, and his counsel said no. The president had also personally called Sessions at home and asked him to unrecuse himself and oversee the special counsel's investigation, and Sessions said no. When the president asked you to deliver his message to Sessions, did the president tell you that Sessions had already said no? Volume 2, page 107?
Again, Congresswoman, I recognize that the privilege is not mine, but I've been asked by the White House to... Congresswoman, I'd be happy to answer your question, or you can just have a conversation by yourself. But if you'd like to ask me a question, I'll be happy to answer it.
I'm going to continue. The reason is
well, then don't ask me a question if you don't want to hear my answer.
I'm reclaiming my time. This is a House Judiciary, not a House party.
So if you ask me a question, give me the opportunity to answer your question.
The very campaign the special counsel is investigating, I'd like my time restored, please, of his... You should be here to be telling the truth, because the truth will set you free and the American people. I yield back.
The time of the gentlelady has expired. The witness may answer the question.
I don't believe there was a question, Congressman.
Very well.
Yes, there was.
Could you repeat the question? I didn't hear it.
I'd be happy to repeat the question.
Just a rant.
Yep, that definitely was a rant. And now, finally, we go to the chairman of the House Judiciary Committee, the guy in charge of this entire clown show, and he makes a fool of himself by acting completely flustered over what he calls a filibuster by Lewandowski. So let's take a look and finish up with this.
Is it correct that as reported in the Mueller report on June 19, 2017, you met alone in the Oval Office with the president? I said,
is there a book and page number you can reference me to, please? I don't have a copy of the report in front of me.
Volume 2, page 90. But I simply ask you, is it correct that as reported in the Mueller report on June 19th, 2017, you met alone in the Oval Office with the President.
Could you read the exact language of the report, sir? I don't have it available to me.
I don't think I need to do that, and I have limited time. Did you meet alone with the President on that date?
Congressman, I'd like you to refresh my memory by providing a copy of the report so I can follow along.
You don't have a copy with you?
I don't have a copy of the report, Congressman.
Do you not have an independent recollection of whether you met with the President on that date?
Congressman, I'm just trying to find in the Mueller report where it states that.
Well, you have it in front of you. I gave you the page number.
Okay, where on page 90 is it, sir?
Mr. Chairman, you got to start the clock.
No, I don't have to start the clock when he's filibustering.